It's national interest. It's very simple, isn't it? It's common sense. It's so simple, and the voters understand it. We expect that those who seek to join our society will obey our laws, revere our Constitution, cherish our history, support themselves financially, and embrace our American values and love our American flag. We believe in an immigration system based on merit, where they come in. We have so many companies coming in, automobile companies, companies of all types. And we need workers. We actually need workers. We have the lowest unemployment rate that we've had in 51 years. Soon it'll be the lowest ever. We need workers, but they have to come in where they can help our country. They have to come in based on merit. And we're putting in bills, and let's see what happens. Otherwise, we'll just wait till we win back the House, win the Senate, win the presidency, and we'll vote. Democrats have never been further outside of the mainstream. They're going crazy, folks. They're going crazy. More than 130 Democrats in Congress have signed up for Bernie Sanders' total government takeover of health care. Isn't that nice? This is one of the great catastrophes. It won't happen. He knows that. You know, the guy never passed the bill. He did nothing. He's actually not even a Democrat. Isn't he an independent? I don't know. He's running, but he missed his time. Hey, Bernie, let me save you a lot of time and effort, Bernie. You missed your time. It got taken from you 4 years ago, Bernie. Not doing too well. He's not doing too well, but that's okay. You got to hand it to him. He's up there ranting and raving and going like a lunatic. I said to our First Lady the other day, I was watching Bernie, and he's screaming. His hair's all crazy. And he's, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No more college loans. No more cost for anything. Nothing. You're not going to pay for anything. I mean, he's desperate now. He's desperate. You don't have to pay for anything. You know, I joked. I said, and everybody will get a free Rolls Royce. Every family gets a free Rolls Royce. Every family. And the media said, Donald Trump is exaggerating. He knows that they're not getting a Rolls Royce. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't put it. Don't put it. Don't put it. Don't put that I said free Rolls Royce. No, but Bernie's desperate now. I watch him up there. It's a sad situation. But I think they're all sad when you get right down to it. For instance, okay, we're in this incredible state, North Carolina. Now you have your best economy that you've ever had. Forget the country for a second. You have the best economy you've ever had. You have your best unemployment numbers. You have the most people working than at any time in the history of your state. You have your best Black unemployment numbers, best Hispanic unemployment numbers, best women unemployment numbers, best Asian unemployment numbers. Okay. Okay. All right. So what's whoever the opponent is, what they're going to just say, North Carolina, I'm going to do a great job. You have the best numbers in the history of our country in your state. So I don't know. And we won by a lot. And we won by a lot. You know, I was telling Mike, I was telling my son, Eric Trump, and Laura's here, by the way, who was born in North Carolina. Oh, they do a good job. Laura, do you love this state? So, and her brother's here. I have to tell you, he went to this college. And Brad Parscale is here, the world's tallest campaign manager in the history of the world. He's the tallest in the history, but most importantly, he's the best. World's tallest manager, but he's the best manager. Thank you, Brad. Great job. And he just told me our poll numbers are through the roof. He just told me that, so I'll take that. I mean, we are a year and a half away, but we're doing well. You see it. You'd know. You'd be the first to know. Number one, you wouldn't be here. Okay? You wouldn't be here. We haven't had an empty seat in any event I don't believe that we've ever been to. I don't think we've ever had. We always have people. We haven't had an empty seat. You look, I mean, anywhere. North Carolina, Ohio, no matter where we go, we pack it. And we have thousands and thousands of people, and we put screens outside, and tonight's not so good. We got 100 degrees out. But you still have thousands of people out there. We could have sold this arena out. You know that. We could have sold this arena out tonight 10 times. Can you believe that? 10 times. Which I think that's like a poll, right? That's like a poll, because when Biden goes out, I see Sleepy Joe. He says, they had 115 people show up, 115 people. That's our first row. That's our first row, right? Right? The Democrat record on health care is one of deception and destruction. The last administration said, a lie. If you like your plan, you can keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. 28 times. A total lie. My administration is defending your sacred right to choose the doctor and the plan that you want. And we are offering plans up to 60% cheaper than Obamacare. And a lot of people are starting to figure that out. Better health care. And we'll also always protect peace. And you have to remember this. Are you ready? Because they give us a bum rap. Patients with pre-existing conditions are protected by Republicans much more so than protected by Democrats who will never be able to pull it off. Pre-existing conditions. And you know, the job we've done on health care, it's not talked about, but we're also doing something. It's been phenomenal. We have 180 million people right now really happy on private plans. And you know what? They're going to be taken away. Under the Democrats' plan, all of those people that are thrilled, where they went out and negotiated, crossed state lines, all of the things they did, they went out, negotiated great private plans. It's all going to be taken away from you under this plan. Now, I only hope they don't change. Because, you know, we're talking too soon. We got a year and a half left. It's like when I called Pocahontas. I should have waited 6 months. Because she then went out and got that test. 1,024th. And I've always said I have more Indian blood in me than she has in her. And I have none. I have none. But it's more than she has. 1,024. But I brought it up too soon, so I don't talk about it anymore. But if she should be the candidate, which I tend to doubt, but if she should be, we'll bring it up again, and I think it'll be very successful. 1,024th. How about this? I was driving her crazy. So she went out and hired a guy to check the blood. I'm sure he had a lot of fun doing that. He checked her blood and found out that many years ago, there could have been somebody, and he could have been Indian. And then the Indians got together and they said, we don't want her. We don't want her. We want Trump. We want Trump. They want Trump. We've taken historic action. We've taken historic action to fight the opioid epidemic. What a problem. And just today, it was just announced before I came in, that drug overdose deaths, we're working so hard on this, including our vice president, including our first lady, including everybody in the Trump administration. It's dropped for the first time in more than 30 years. It's gone down. First time, we're a big problem. And in North Carolina, we're far from finished. It's a big problem. It declined 8% last year. That's a lot, because it was just going up like a rocket. Virtually every top Democrat also now supports late-term abortion, ripping babies straight from the mother's womb, right up until the moment of birth. Well, then you have the gentleman from, our governor from Virginia. So we're talking about late term. He's talking about the baby is born before the mother makes the decision. That was the first, that's the first I've heard of it. That's the first most of you have heard of it. And then they passed legislation in various states saying that's okay. This is a baby that's born. This isn't late term. This is a baby that's born. Nobody's ever heard anything like that. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And that actually, when he had the scandal, that became, can you believe it, the second biggest story. Can you believe that, how important it is? And yet, that was the second biggest story. And what a shame when that's the second biggest story. What happened to our values? Republicans believe that every life is a sacred gift of God. And that's why I've asked Congress to prohibit extreme late-term abortion of babies. Democrats are now the party of high taxes, high crime, open borders, late-term abortion, intolerance, and division. The Republican Party is the party for all Americans and American values. We are the party of the American worker, the American family, and we are the party of the American dream. About the dream. This is the proud banner the Republican Party will carry into the Republican National Convention next summer in the great city of Charlotte, North Carolina. Don't disappoint me. That should be good for at least 10 points, right? These are some of the greatest ladies. I see them in Ohio and Florida. We love you too. Thank you, really. How many have you been to? Just out of curiosity. What's the number? All but 2. I've done hundreds of them. And then they say women don't like Trump. I think they do. You know? No, I see them. They're great. Great ladies. You're great. You know, it's interesting with women. So women want to have strong military protection. They want to have strong borders. They want to have strong law enforcement. They want to have great education. They want to have low taxes for their family, not high taxes. They want to have all the things that we talk about. Why wouldn't they want Trump more than anybody else? The other side is going to go the opposite, right? And they did in the last election, and we're doing a lot better. You know, the difference is, the last election, I was a successful businessman running for president. I said I was going to do things, and by the way, really successful. I'm going to show you something someday soon. I'm going to show you something. You know, they say he was really successful, he wasn't successful, he's really smart, or he's really stupid, but he's trying to take over the world. You know, they have so many messages. He's really stupid. Then next week, Donald Trump has a sinister plot to take over the world. You can't be too stupid. Because they actually think it's working, right? I saw one of these so-called comedians the other day. I mean, he's, you know, a pretty respected comedian. He said, he's not leaving. Well, I'm telling you, he's not leaving. He'll never leave. He'll win this election, and in 24, I'm telling you, he's not leaving. He's going to stay. So we did, through our friend Dan Scavino, we did a Time magazine cover. I was on so many times, I don't even read this thing. And it says, Trump, 2014, 2018, right? But it says 20, here's where we go. We start at 16, we go to 20, we go to 24. Did you see it? Then it says 28, 32, 36, 40, 44. No, we don't need any more time. We don't need any more time. We need one more. A senator came to my office, sir. I'm 6 for 7. I'm great. I'm 6 for 7, sir. I can give you great advice. I said, Senator, I'm 1 for 1, but it happened to be the president. And now I want to be 2 for 2. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. So we have 16, we have 20, we have 24. And you know what's very interesting, though? There are really people out there think I'm not leaving. Can you believe it? Hey, maybe that is a good idea. Let's think about it. Watch. You want to drive them crazy? They're going to go crazy. All I have to do is say, let's think about it. They're going to go crazy. No. I promise, 2024, I leave. By that time, just so you know, by that time, our country will be so well seated, it will be so strong, like never, ever in our history. But everything that we've built, low taxes, strong military, taking care of our vets, all of the things we've done, can be decimated very quickly if the wrong person gets in, especially now. You know, I've always said 2016 was the most important election maybe in the history of our country. A lot of people felt that. So I don't know. I can't say this is more important. What we did was a miracle. Not to us it wasn't, but a lot of people said it was the greatest election we've ever had. There's never been anything like it. Never been such excitement. Never been such excitement. But you know what? If we don't win in 2020, everything that we've done, seriously though, everything that we've done, your 401s, they're going to crash. The whole thing, it's going to come down like a stack of cards. So in a certain way, let's say this is of equal importance. By that time, we'll have values instilled. We'll have free enterprise instilled. People are working now. We have the lowest food stamps that we've had in many years, lowest food stamp because people are working. So I really think it's, you know, at least equal. It's equal. Maybe it's a little less. Who the hell knows? I just know this. It can disappear very, very quickly. We have to get out. We have to vote. That's why I'm starting early. I mean, can you believe it? We have less. I mean, I see all these clowns on television. I say, I guess we have to counteract them a little bit. But this is not what you want running. None of them. This is not what you want running this incredible country of ours. Every day we make good on the motto, promises made, promises kept. I've had people back there. I've had people back there that don't like me. And somebody said, very nicely, that he's actually made certain promises and he's actually kept more promises than he's made. It's true. I mean, I've done things that I never said we were going to get, as an example with our vets, that we were going to get choice, that we were going to have the ability to fire people that don't treat our vets properly. Okay? We can fire them now. They've been trying to get that for 44 years. Choice they've been trying to get practically from the beginning. Choice, so simple. And yet, they never got it. Nobody got it through. We're good at getting things through. We've done more than we said we would. And a man I know who I don't like, a businessman, very, very, very successful business, one of the most successful men. I don't like him, never liked him. He never liked me either, by the way. In fact, I would go a step further. He cannot stand me. And I saw him about 2 months ago. And he came up to me. I said, how you doing? Very warm, you know. Hey, how you doing, huh? Let's get out of here. And he said, I'm doing good, you're doing good? I said, yeah. I said, you know, you don't like me, and I don't like you. I never have liked you, and you never have liked me. But you're going to support me because you're a rich guy. And if you don't support me, you're going to be so goddamn poor, you're not going to believe it. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. And he said to me, Mr. President,
am I the reason you get stoned every week now? Built up integrity, got you texting, emailing me, wanting me to feel with you. Baby, just face reality, move on.
Sometimes it's hard to face reality.